So in this video, I'm going to discuss the 3 blast palindrome problem which occurred in today's CODECHEF challenge. So if you have any doubt regarding this, you can ping me up on Instagram. Even you can join my Discord server. I will provide both the links in the comment section. I'll pin them. So the problem is stated like in a very simple language. That is, you're given a string of length n, and what you can do is you can remove characters at position I minus 1 and I plus 1, and concatenate both the strings. Okay, from the left side of that and the right side of that, which basically means is that you can remove 3 consecutive elements from the string. Okay, and what you have to do is you have to tell whether it is possible to make the string as a palindrome or not. Okay, so we are going to go into 3 cases. Okay, no, basically 2 cases. One case is if n mod 3 is equal to 1. So remember one thing, if n mod 3 is equal to 1, so if we go on deleting 3 consecutive elements, there will be one time when there will be only one element left, right? Like let's say n mod 3 is equal to 1 for this 7, right? 7 works for this. So let's say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Now if we remove any 3 elements, let's say we remove these 3 elements, then we remove another 3 consecutive elements. Now see, this is removed, so it is A, E, F, G. Now we can remove A, E, F, right? Now we are left with G, right? So at the end, it is possible that we are left with only one alphabet. And remember one thing, any string of length 1 is a palindrome, right? So for this, you can directly say that it is an yes. Okay, but now this condition arises. What if n mod 3 is not equal to 1? That is it is equal to 0 or it is equal to 2. So we won't get into the different cases for 0 and 2, because for both we have the same implementation, but I will explain you. For let's say if n mod 3 is equal to 0, remember one thing, it has been given in the question that you can't make the string as an empty string. Okay, you have to make it palindrome. That is very much valid point, but you can't make it empty, because an empty string is obviously a palindrome, but you can't make it. So if it is n mod 3 is equal to 0, that means that after deletion you will be left with only 3 elements. And if n mod 3 is equal to 2, it means that after deletion you are left with only 2 elements. Okay, so what you can do is, for these 2 elements, you have to check if it is possible that both the elements are equal. And if for this 3 elements, you have to check if the first and the last element are equal, and the middle element can be anything, right? Can be anything. Now remember one thing, we can delete 3 elements, right? So this starting, let's say this is the start. Okay, this is the start, and this is the end, and this is the middle. Okay, and for this is the start and this is the end, right? Now the start is either the first element, or you can delete the first 3 elements. That is either the first element or the 4th element or the 5th, 6th, 7th element or the 8th, 9th, 10th element, so like that. Okay, because you can either delete the first 3 elements or the first 3 plus 3, that is 6 elements, and you're left with 7, or the first 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is 9 elements, so you are going to check from 10. So the start position will be, so since the indexing is 0 indexed, so let's say it's 0, 3, 6, 9 and so on. That is the start index should be a multiple of 3, right? It should be divisible by 3. Okay, so all the numbers are divisible by 3, right? And for the end thing, it is basically from the end it is divisible by 3. Okay, you're getting it? From the end, if it is divisible by 3. So let's say n minus 1. Okay, so for this n minus 1, this becomes 0. For n minus 2, this becomes 1, right? So if n minus I minus 1 is divisible by 3, then this satisfies the end position. That is, similarly, since we are going to delete from the front, for the end we are going to delete from the end. Okay, so after doing this operation, we have to check if start and end are equal or not. The characters at start and end are equal or not. Okay, so how we can do this? We can do one thing. Once we are going to traverse throughout the whole array, for every position which is divisible by 3, we can include it in a map. Okay, we can include it in a map, right? And every time, for every element after we have traversed it, we are going to check for this condition. Okay, for this condition, if this condition satisfies, and then we have to check if the map contains that character or not. Okay, so I can give you a kind of pseudo code, just don't blindly copy it. So you can run the loop from 0 to n minus 1, and if I mod 3 is equal to 0, you can put in the map the character at position I. Okay, you can put it in the map, and you have to check if n minus I minus 1, that is n minus I minus 1 mod 3 is equal to 0, then you have to check if the map contains the character at I or not. Okay, the map contains a character at I or not. I mean, the map contains that character or not. Okay, at that position. Now remember one thing, when you are doing this, you can't do this, right? So like I purposely did this. So what you have to do is, first you have to perform this operation and then this. So this will go below this. That is, if I mod 3 is equal to 0, then you can insert in the map the character at I. So let's do it with this example. This one, okay, A, B, C, D, E. So basically in this thing, you can't see any duplicates, so it's a direct no. And in this case, you are seeing every duplicate, so that is a complete yes. So let's do it with this position. Okay, so at this 0th position, first we are going to apply what? We have to check if map contains A or not. The map is initially empty, so map doesn't contain A, right? But since 0 is divisible by 3, we are going to insert A in the map. Okay, so now we are going to insert A in the map. Then we come to this position, right? This position is position 1. Now we are going to check if n minus I minus 1, that is 5 minus 1 minus 1, right? That is 5 minus 2. That is 3. Is 3 divisible by 3? Yes, it is divisible by 3. Since it is divisible by 3, we have to check if map contains that character or not, that whether the map contains A or not. Yes, map contains A. So since map contains A, we can directly return true. Okay, and even after traversing the whole thing, if we don't return true, we can return false. So I hope like this is very much clear to you. Like, don't blindly copy someone's solution. So this explanation was necessary, so I hope my explanation was clear. And if anything is unclear, you can ping me up on Instagram and the Discord server. Both the links will be provided in the comment section. I'll pin them. So that's it from my side. Thank you.